Hi students, Miss Cohen here, and today we are going to become cake decorators and learn how to draw a super delicious, crazy, imaginative celebration cake. I can't wait to see what you make. Thanks for watching. Hi students, Miss Cohen here, and today we are celebrating with some delicious cake. We are going to be learning how to draw a cake. You're going to need paper, any paper is fine, and a pencil. An eraser would be very helpful. You can use a big eraser if you have one. If you want to use marker or colored pencil or crayon or paint or anything else you have is fine. We're just going to start with pencil, paper, and eraser. All right, I'm going to start by drawing an oval about 1/3 of the way up from my paper. This is the top of my cake. Now I'm drawing pretty lightly so that if I want to draw it again, if I didn't like anything, any marks that I made, I can easily just go back and erase without seeing a big mark left behind on my paper. Then I'm going to draw 2 straight lines on either side of the oval. These lines are parallel with the sides of the paper, and they should be the same length. Now I'm going to draw a curved line at the bottom that matches the curved line of my oval. Just like that. All right, there's my basic cake, but we're going to make it a lot more interesting. First, we're going to take a big slice out of this cake. To do that, we're going to draw an upside down V that touches the edge of our oval. Then 2 more straight lines. Again, they're parallel to those first straight lines that we drew. Then I'm going to draw 1 more upside down V, the same size as my first one. All right, next I'm going to draw a line right down the middle from one point or one corner to the other. Again, it's still parallel. Oop, I kind of missed the corner a little bit. Let me try that one more time. And there we go. All right, the last step here is to erase those lines we don't need. So it's part of the oval and the bottom part of that curved line. All right, there's our basic cake with a big slice taken out of the middle. Doesn't look that appealing yet. We got to add some filling, some icing, some decoration, some frosting, whatever you can imagine. Let's put it on a table first. To make a table, I'm just going to draw a straight line behind the cake, so a little bit on either side. If you want to add a plate, you can add a curved line. It's kind of like you're drawing another oval. Again, that goes behind the cake. Now, let's start getting creative and add some delicious details. Your cake does not have to look just like mine. I want to see how unique and delicious you can make your cake, but I'm going to show you a couple things that you might want to try adding. First, let's add some layers inside. Oops, I want those lines to be parallel with the lines of the V, that upside down V that I made. There we go, that's a little bit better. So there's one layer, maybe it's a layer of jam or chocolate. Maybe I'm going to do another layer here. If I've got a layer on one side, I'm going to have that same layer on the other side because cakes are baked by stacking. I don't have to use just straight lines though. Maybe my layers are wavy because they have jam in them. Maybe I've got some sliced fruit, maybe some strawberries are going to be in this layer. Maybe you have some sprinkles because it's a funfetti cake inside your cake. Maybe each part of your cake is something different. But remember, whatever's on one side of this line is going to be on the other side of that line. Our cake is going to be a little bit symmetrical on the inside. These are my sprinkles. All right, I've got my delicious layers. Now I'm going to decorate the outside. I'm going to start by doing some dripping chocolate frosting. Just these big wavy lines. This does not have to be symmetrical. On the top of my cake, I might want to add candles, I could add candies, I could add frosting roses, I could add gumballs. Really, the options are endless. Cookies. I could add mini cakes on top of my cake. I'm going to turn it into a birthday cake for all those summer birthdays we don't get to celebrate at school. So I'm going to draw some candles. These are just skinny little cylinders. Of course, I can erase that little part that I don't need. Remember, your cake does not have to look just like mine. I'm just showing you some different ideas that you might want to try. To finish up my candle, I'm going to add a wavy line. That's the wick to each candle and the flame. I'm also going to add maybe some gumballs kind of all over my cake. See, I'm making one look like it's behind that candle. That can help it look a little bit more realistic too. And then again, I'm going to go back and erase those extra little lines that I don't need. I'm going to add some sprinkles onto my cake. Can really go crazy with decorations. Use your imagination. Make the most fantastic, amazing cake you wish you could take a big bite of right now. All right, and here's mine with a little bit of color and some marker. Remember, if you decide you want to color, it's always a good opportunity to practice your craftsmanship. So making sure you're coloring neatly, with intention, you're using materials carefully. I'm so excited to see what you make.